All right. Well, last time y'all missed out. We didn't have everyone, but there was
Yeah.
space battles, ships fighting ships, sexy green alien babes, saving
Wow.
civilizations from total annihilation. Um, just kidding. We just told stupid jokes and yelled at each other about food.
Okay, all that other stuff will happen tonight, right?
Yeah. Um,
Cereal is the soup.
Yeah, cereal. We learned cereal is a soup.
yeah.
That's
According
right.
to people who tell lies, cereal is a soup. But that's not the topic of tonight. Let's not get into that again.
Why not?
That was the whole yelling match I talked about just now.
Yeah. About cereal is a soup and that milk is a meat based. So, yeah.
I wasn't kidding about the yelling.
Does it make your blood boil?
Not as much as soup boils.
Oh, very good.
Okay. Well, last time, not last week, we essentially had the party finish off the bug-like creatures that were defending their spaceship.
Yeah.
Essentially, they did attack first, so you can justify yourselves there. But you also completely annihilated the walking stone man. It was very menacing, floating there. And you made your way to the base of the ship, where you found an elf-ish, very elfish person. Like a mix between an elf and a goblin, very tall and lanky. And they saw the monstrosities that descended into their ship, and instantly surrendered. But you now have taken over the ship. Mordo Babblecheek is trying to figure out how these things work. But what would the party like to do to prep for what is your goal? What would you like to do, I guess?
Make it home?
You want to go home already, but you're not fixed.
Well,
You're all twins still.
That's right.
yeah, and there's this monstrosity that, yeah. Well, I think we gotta talk to Mr. Babblecheek. So hey, Babblecheek, you know how to fly a squid?
No, but I've only seen these in visions. I don't know what this is exactly. It's probably better than what I have. Slightly better, not quite big. But why would they pilot a squid? That seems so unnatural, and organics just fall apart so easily. Wood is where it's at. Wood is nice and sturdy.
Well, isn't that just dead organic matter?
I suppose. Thinking of squishy life forms. Yes, trees are.
So I'm thinking a living organic matter would be superior to dead organic matter, in that it would be self-repairing, possibly self-replicating. I can think of a number of advantages.
Okay, well, it looks like you are up for grabs. Would you like to pilot the helm?
Well, I mean, it doesn't mean that I know anything about squids
Oh,
particularly.
you're not an expert. Okay. Who has the
Yeah.
wand?
Well, you're not exactly an expert either, are you?
Well,
Regardless,
I'm gonna go find out what this thing is. All right.
how do you think that we can take on the monstrosity?
What monstrosity?
Well, the okay, I'm using the wrong word then. The thing which invaded us and that jumbled us into two people and the abomination, is that the word I was looking for?
Oh, it's the corruption you were talking about, right?
Corruption, yes.
Well, we should probably figure out what this vessel provides us first to see how we can not just sit in dead astral plane. You, the weird looking person. My apologies. That was very rude of me. How do we accommodate the ship? How do we? What is due? What does it do?
What is due?
Yes, what is due? The elvish goblin humanoid creature will kind of look around, and they're still on their knees, kind of like begging in a begging position, and they'll look around and like shrug. That's not very helpful. Does anyone know anything about magic or mechanical squid thingies?
I know about mechanical stuff, but not squids.
Well, that's half of it.
Well,
Does anyone know about squids?
Nope.
Can I roll to see if I know anything about squids?
Sure, you can roll an animal handling if you'd like,
Sure.
or a history.
These are things maybe I could know. Yeah. Oh. There we go. A 19
Nice.
With a +0. Very impressive.
with a +0.
So I'll have Stella also roll mechanics. See why that is consistent.
Very
With a
good, very good.
+10. So you both can guess that though you don't know much about the astral plane, you do know that it is possible to probably not hollow out something unless it's against its will. So this thing is probably not alive. There are controls somewhere, power source. You also saw weapons on the ship, so there must be some form of ammunition, explosives. Also, it's possible that why is this here? Where is it going? Kind of thing. So there must be some sort of storage for like food or cargo. I don't exactly remember who, but someone did go into a room that had a small enclosed sun inside.
I didn't hear you, Cynthia.
I didn't hear her either.
She's working on fixing her her mic.
Okay,
I updated, and it
You-
took away my snap. I
we
updated.
can hear you now.
Yeah, we can hear you now.
Okay. Yes, I was one of the people that went into that room, and there was sort of a sun. There was a little floating, like it looked like a little ball of energy.
So what does Nana Stella want to do with that knowledge?
What else did you see about the room? I mean, did that ball look like it could be any kind of a control device?
It maybe it could have been a power. What powers it too? It could have been the the lithium crystals or something. You know what I mean?
Right.
I guess we probably should figure out where we can go to steer the ship.
Yes, good idea.
And to control the weapons.
I'm assuming we
I'm
would
gonna.
have some sort of educated guess.
Yeah, there's the person that we kind of that bowed that like just fell onto their knees in front of us, right?
Yep.
Yes, they're still there.
I'm just gonna be like, point to them and be like, you, take us to your leader.
They kind of like look at everyone and point to themselves.
You're the leader. How do you pilot this thing? How do you drive? How do you control it? How do you go make it go woo?
Step aside, dear. I think I have something that will help. I'm going to cast charm person on him or it.
Oh no, he's already. Okay,
She already surrendered.
Yeah, which we already said we're the captain, and then they got on their knees.
Right. But if they're not going to help us, are they? Did they say they'd help us or not?
They.
I don't know. How
they-
does she respond?
Yeah, how does she respond?
To someone coming up and saying they're gonna cast charm person.
No,
No.
to the question, how do you make this circle motion ship thing move?
Yeah.
They are. They seem like they suddenly are feigning ignorance, like they're shaking their head and shrugging. Oh.
My friends, I can do this if you will have me. If you think there's. Unless you don't think it's a good idea.
My thought is maybe there's a translation error. Maybe they don't speak our language. Or maybe they don't speak common. Maybe they speak something else? Do you have like a comprehend languages spell or speak with whatever that is?
Speak with very respectful of other people. I mean, it is Nana, so
It's Nana, yeah.
I have a thing called Master of Intrigue tree where I can mimic the speech patterns and accent of any creature I can hear speak for a minute. So I will try talking to the creature in its with its patterns and accent, the same patterns and accent. Darling, I know you don't want to crash this thing, so we're just wanting to help. We all want to survive, don't we? Perhaps you could help us, tell us what this ship is carrying and how one could, drive it.
I'll have you roll a persuasion.
Okay. Why do I have all my points in? Let's see how I do.
Jeez,
Oh.
alright.
Oh,
Just rolling super well tonight. So the person kind of like gets up off their knees very timidly, and now that the four monstrosities, including Mordo, Owlcheek, are no longer like destroying the ship or trying to attack them. They kind of like are relaxed in this sense, and you see them look around a little bit and then turn and point to a door that is behind them. So you're in a room that is kind of like an H shape, and at the bottom of the H are the two stairwells going up that you came down. At the top are at the top of the H are two hallways that lead out of the ship, literally into space. And at the middle section, there's a door at the top and a door at the bottom of the section. And they point to the door at the top that's behind them.
so you're pointing to this door. Thank you. Are you telling me that this is where we go to drive the ship? I say to it in its own accent.
Well, it hasn't spoken, so you are unsure of how it says things, but it does understand vaguely what you're saying if you make motions with your hands, gesture.
Yeah.
It will.
Yes.
They will nod and mimic putting something on their head.
Very good.
Point at that door.
It appears to me, by looking at the communication this creature is attempting, that this is a what you want to say, a brain operated vehicle.
Yeah.
So let's go where he pointed.
Okay, so you can go to the door. As you approach it, it automatically slides open, and inside you see a very elaborate looking chair, I guess. It has a lot of connector points on the base, on the floor, that look like they could be like vessels, like blood vessels, or some sort of like organic tubes that lead into the rest of the ship. It goes on the floor and up to the walls and the ceiling. It's everywhere. And then the chair itself is overrun with these organic looking wires and whatnot. And above it, it has a cap that appears to like get on top of the person sitting in.
Well, who wants to try this? But it's going to have to be two people to try it, isn't it?
Does it look like something that I would recognize as a command mechanism?
It is similar to Mordo Babblecheek's model helm that kind of saw on the model ship. This is much more elaborate and complicated.
I'll step up and sit down in the chair.
Oh, here he goes.
Oh Lord.
So you sit down in it. It's surprisingly comfortable, much like sitting on a very soft bag.
Nice. I bounce up and down a little.
Yeah. When you do so, it squelches a little bit because it is organic.
Does it make a fart noise?
This is not part of the ship that does that.
Okay.
You'll have to search back stern. Okay, so you sit in
Okay.
it.
I sit in it. I reach. There's a helmet or cap type thing above me, right?
Yes.
I pull that down onto my head.
You pull it down, and I want you to make an intelligence save.
Oh, intelligence. Well, yeah, I'm known for my intelligence.
How long has it been since combat?
Like 5 minutes.
Okay. So you still have the emboldening bond.
Have a what?
You still have a D4 on your saving throws.
Okay, so I can add a D4 to that 7.
Yes.
'Cause I can't think of any reason why I'd have advantage right now. Okay, a D4. Haha. Okay, that made all the difference, I'm sure.
So you pull it down. There's a bit of pullback as the organic wires pull against the top of the cap, and you gently place it on your head. And as soon as you do so, your mind is racked with so much information that not only can you not retain any of it, but you get hit by 22 psychic damage.
Ooh,
And
ow!
it pops off instantly and kind of bobbles above your head.
Ow! Yeah, guys, I don't think this is my thing.
Did only Stripes Notori go into this room? Is everyone else still in the hallway?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
You hear sniggering coming from the elf goblin person. And when you turn to look at them, they wave, throw up a middle finger, and disappear.
I want a counterspell.
Okay.
Can I?
Roll the what is it? Charisma? This is straight charisma.
Straight charisma?
Because you're getting the DC.
It's a 19.
You cast the counter spell and it fails, and the person disappears. gone off and scared it. We could have gotten more information out of that. What did you learn, the two of you? What happened in there? Is that
Well,
you can't control it yet?
That hurt. Well, I don't know if any of us can pilot this ship, but I know that I can't.
I can morph into someone that looks like a pilot. Does that help?
Maybe? It's
Well,
worth a
actually,
try.
Do you
pretty
think
good
it's
animal handling, if that's anything like this?
I mean, someone else can give it a try. Or we should just check the rest of the ship and see what we can learn. Maybe we can find someone else who can pilot it for us.
Oh, there we go.
Or one of you may have a compatible brain.
Someone else try it. Let's encourage other people to try it. You need a strong brain, it appears.
What are you insinuating there, Natoro?
I wouldn't dream of insinuating. Just saying. Obviously, you have found lack.
I guess I will try it.
Okay, so you, Stripes and Tori, you get out of the beanbag
Okay.
brain and have Auto Puddle step into it.
I mean, sure, I ain't that smart, but
Okay, so you sit into it and reach up, and though you're a smaller stature than Stripes and Tori, the brain cap seems to move towards your hands as you reach up and try and take it and gently grasp it, pull it down, a little bit of counter force. And Otto, you set it on your head. I want you to make an intelligence saving throw.
Okay.
Do better than 8.
I was looking for something. Oh, there it is. Oh, apparently I'm blind. Okay. Alright. Saving throw.
As you place it on your head, you feel a massive shock to the system, but your mechanical head handles it. And the information that was flooded into Stripes, but he couldn't retain, you suddenly know everything this ship has to offer. So you know the speed it can go. You know that you can just will it to go a certain direction and go that direction. It takes seconds to speed up to full capacity, which is back on Faerun, it's 24,000 miles an hour. You also know that if it gets within a certain distance of another large body, it will automatically slow as to not hit anything that you're zooming past. And you know this creature was once alive, it's now dead, it's just a hollowed out space squid monster. Though you don't know its history, you do know the attachments that it has on it. The many guns that you saw, they are On the port and starboard sides, there are a ballista each, and there are 2 so-called magic enhancers next to them. On the stern, there's a large mangonel, and the bow has an extra large magic enhancer. You learn that while you personally cannot control the ballistas or the mangonel, you can control the 3 magic enhancers, and the 2 lesser ones can be controlled by controlled remotely onto, or sorry, not remotely, but like manually overridden to have other people control them. But only you can control the biggest one on the front. The smaller ones will enhance a damage spell or any leveled spell for 1 beyond its current level, while the larger one will enhance it 2 beyond its current. So, like if you cast Fireball on the sides, it will be a 4th level slot. And if you cast a Fireball on the front, the largest one, it will be a 5th level Fireball. You know that they don't have a maximum range on the magic enhancers, just as far as you can see, but they do have a minimum range of 60 feet. And then you learn the direction which this ship was headed. It is going to a floating asteroid, which the people in the Astral Plane have named Brawl. And it is, or at least when it left port, it was carrying contraband cargo to the asteroid city.
Why is it contraband? What is it exactly that?
That is not shipwreck. You have to find out yourself.
Okay.
So Otto is now attuned to this Spelljammer ship.
Nice.
Does that mean Otto would have to stay in the chair, or is it just that he's attuned and can get up? And
In order to control it, he needs to be in the chair, but he can move around.
Okay. Well, I will open the floor up to anyone who has any fucking ideas what we should be doing.
well, I'd like to explore the ship. And
I guess I'll go with you.
do you think we should just leave the ship on course, the same course it was on? We don't know anywhere else to go right now.
Why not?
That's true.
Oh, I'd like to use my shape self to create a pseudopod in the shape of a cup holder, please. Since I'm clearly just along for the ride.
Okay, yeah. Create a cup holder for whichever beverage you would like. I think it is okay if Huddle drinks, but Otto might not be good at drinking, right?
Listen, I got some toads you could lick. You want to do that?
Okay, well let's find out what we've got here on this ship. what this contraband could be, okay? Anyone with me?
I am. I can't help it.
I'll be right by your side.
I,
I mean, it would be a good idea to figure out what the ship is carrying.
okay, let's head down. Or up, was it?
It was up.
We have to go back up because we're right now we're at the bottom.
Yes, there are 2 levels to the ship.
Okay. And on this ship, it's just the H-shape area on this level.
Yes.
Okay. Was there a door at the other end of the H?
At the middle section, there was a door opposite.
The middle of the middle section. See, I'm confused. Then where is the cockpit that we're in right now? Is that not part of the H? I'm not getting a metal image that.
Like this. Ow!
It is like this. It is
Oh.
exactly like this.
There was a map.
So you opened this room. Inside of here is the helm, the chair, brain chair.
I'm sorry, inside of where the door that is open. Oh, I see. I was thinking of the H. Okay. Okay, I get it now. Okay, yes. So, yeah, I'm wondering about this other door then.
So that's the chair brain room. That's where
Right.
Otto and Puddle are.
Which I'll refer to as a hole full of chickens.
What?
I don't get it. There's no
The
chickens on
cockpit.
this ship. Ah,
Oh,
I see.
Sorry, the hole full of chickens cockpit. You didn't
I get it.
Yeah.
Yes, I got it. A long time ago.
These are stairs.
They are stairs.
Stairs going up.
Yes.
Good. And door. Oh, didn't mean to click that.
Oh. Well, see, there's another door also that's in the. Yeah.
I mean,
Is
yeah,
that
you can go
door or
through
hall?
doors. It seems like doors open automatically when you get close to them. So, Nana Stella,
Ow.
you just walk into this room, and you find that it has. It looks to be another storage room, but there are. Kind of large steps. There's 2 sets of large steps, leading to looks like nowhere. But you look in some of the containers and you find, like you open a one of the metal barrels and you see a bunch of moving things inside.
Gross. That's what this is, a metal barrel. Moving things inside, like worms?
Yeah, I mean, these were bug-like creatures that are flying the ship. You don't understand their food.
Is this food?
Maybe.
Okay. Maybe they were they were bringing in illegal food.
They were maybe they were bringing in outside creatures.
and assume.
Maybe this is an infestation of the host.
Good thing you're
No,
headed
it's
on
like
the
a
same
barrel.
path.
Okay.
Barrel of worms.
All right.
or something.
Yeah, directly ahead of me of Stripes and Notori here. Are those like tendrils writhing out of the walls or something?
So you see a very short hallway, and there is a lifted up platform just beyond this area, and the walls
Okay.
are you notice the walls that this entire ship are kind of just loose tendrils. They don't seem to be moving on their own. Only like if
Okay.
there's a breeze, they'll shift around. But you see on this lifted up platform, there is a dark hole in it.
Right. It just looks like a dark hole.
Do you want to peer into the dark hole?
Is it gonna peer back?
Yes.
I
Beat me to the
advance 5 feet. Okay, so that's the end. It's right in front of me.
As soon as you step into this room, it seems like there was some kind of barrier. Even if the door is open, you step through and you are immediately hit by a noxious odor, just overwhelming you into your very core. And I want you both to make a Constitution save.
Oh boy.
Oh no.
So you both like get a good whiff of this, and it goes into your chest and down to your stomach, and it feels like it wants to return out, but you manage to keep whatever was hiding in your stomach trying to escape down and not succumb to this nasty odor.
You want to get out of here, Notori?
Yes.
Yeah, let's get out of here.
It smells. Is it death? It smells like death.
Well, that was bad. But what was that dark thing?
It's like the place is rotting. Like this is a dead creature we're in.
I don't know.
Nanastella, are you laying down?
Yes? It's
Having a nap?
sunroom, right? Yeah.
Oh,
Can't-
I see. You found the light.
yeah. Gotta lay down for like a good 5 minutes.
Everyone
Curled
take
up.
5. Okay, so what's next?
Okay, is there anything more to explore down here? I guess we're gonna head up.
Head up the stairs?
Head up the stairs.
Okay, you ascended the stairs back to the second level.
Okay, I gotta. Ah.
Are you going further?
Just finding myself on the map here.
Oh, I just moved you slightly to the left.
Yeah. And okay, now I get yes. Proceeding forward and around the corner.
You round the corner and you see. I don't know how Stella is reacting to this, but they're both lying on the ground. Looks like curled up with Stella's power armor. It looks a bit bulky and awkward, but Nana's a cat, so she can adapt to any uncomfortable looking situation.
I make it look comfortable.
Okay. And that's the thing you speculated might be a power source room that you'd been to. Right?
Yes.
That ball of
There's
whatever.
a large glass sphere in this room with what looks like a miniature sun inside.
Okay. And if we go over here, and that looks like it's going to take us just right back up where we were. I would presume. Okay, so let's go to this. Oh, we got a locked door here.
Yes, you approach this door, but it doesn't open like the others. There is no.
There's no handle.
Nope, because these. You've noticed that the doors automatically open when you get close to them, so they don't.
Hey, any ideas how to get through a door?
Yes, I'm pretty good with the doors. I have, but is there any lock on it? Can I see any mechanism or lock at all?
There's no lock, no handle, no knob. It is a flat surface, but you recognize it not as a wall, but like as the other doors.
But it's not opening for us.
Other than forcing it, I'm not sure what we can do. Let's check out this other door. Oh, same thing. Has no hardware on it.
Nope.
And it doesn't open for us.
When
Okay.
everyone ran in past these doors in the hallway before, they did not open.
Yeah.
Let's ask the guy with the all the knowledge.
They're gone.
For us. What?
She's gone.
No, I mean our guy that put the thing on his head, and now he knows everything about the ship. Maybe he can open the doors. If he can drive the ship, he should be able to open the doors.
Yes. So, Auto Blob, what was the name that we were?
My name is Puddle. Thank you very much.
Oh, Puddle. That's
Auto Puddle.
Blob is actually very offensive to oozes, so respect yourself.
Maybe Auto Puddle can consult the ship about how the doors operate.
Yeah, Auto Puddle can open it.
So I'm not sure what Auto Puddle is doing. If they are also exploring the ship, or if they are hanging out in the But Stripes and Notori, if you want to go ask them downstairs, you can.
Okay. Yeah,
Um,
we'll go downstairs and ask him.
You
Right, Stripes?
Can you hear me now?
Oh,
Oh, yeah,
almost.
Okay, yeah. I was
You're-
saying I was gonna go.
very quiet. You were very exact before, but now for some reason you're quiet.
I'll open all the doors.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Why do you sound like you're talking on like a old radio?
Roger, Red Rover. This is Robert Ducky.
This is your captain speaking.
So you will the doors to be open.
Reach cruising altitude.
The sunroom opens. It was open before because Anastella is right next to it.
Right.
The whole room opens up. The worm room opens, and the helm opens. But the two on this hallway stay closed.
What the hell?
Interesting. Okay, I want to come back into here, and I want to begin to examine these barrels.
Okay,
This
make an
cargo.
investigation.
I shall investigate as well since I'm right along for the ride.
You may as well.
Quick aside, is the font different? It seems like the font is different from the point.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's like
Yeah.
really
Maybe.
bulky.
It's not bad, it just bothers me when they change it. Different. So the two of you
I think it's bad.
what? Okay. The two of you start rifling through the barrels. You see that most of them have sustained quite a bit of damage since you, well, maybe not you personally, but several of your partners have exploded this room a couple of times with either fire or light. And most of the barrels are
We got a
Incinerated.
little excited.
incinerated or not quite all there. Stripes, with your roll, you do manage to find two of the barrels are intact, but quite heavily sealed.
Of the ones that are not intact, can we tell what was in them?
You know that it's it looks like it was completely charred. Like, you just find like black rocks. Whatever is in it.
Is there a ship manifest or something that I have access to? And also, are there cameras that I can see through?
There are no cameras, and you are checking the manifest, but it seems like whatever these people were carrying did not want the information to fall into hands, so that information is.
Are there any hidden compartments?
In the database, or on the
Yes.
physical? Yeah, there are several spots that ask for a password to enter whatever information is inside of it.
Okay, so of the still tightly sealed barrels. I'm going to attempt to open one.
Okay. You can make either an athletics roll or an attack roll. If you're trying to heavily pry it open, or if you're trying to bash it.
I'm trying to pry it open, so
Okay.
I'll go with athletics.
Okay. So, you, with your extra beefy, bulky arm, you pry open one of the barrels, one of the two barrels that are intact, and it's a bit odd because you find more of those black stones. Only these ones are about fist size.
Mm-hmm. Are they smooth or are they jagged?
They vary. They look like they have been extracted in a crude way and have not been polished. So
Okay.
some of them are smooth, some of them are jagged, some of them are craggy and rocky.
But it's like a mineral ore.
Yes.
Okay.
Hmm.
Well, I don't know what this is, but it must be worth quite a bit to somebody. And I go ahead and put the lid back on. I'm not going to lick it. I put the lid back on.
Okay.
Okay.
Seal it.
So look around. Are there any different kinds of containers around that are still intact at all? Is that
You just find the two.
okay?
Those are the only intact ones. And the other rocks that you presumed were charred pieces, they're like pebble size of the same stone.
Huh. Okay. Well, it doesn't seem there to be a whole lot on this ship.
Can I, let's see. Looking at these rocks, I want to kind of determine what they are. I don't have identify. Dang it. That's a handy. No, I don't have anything like that. I'm just gonna. Can I use some perception? Can I roll perception on these stones to see if I can determine if they have magical aura or
You can.
determine
I mean, you
what
can
their
roll
purpose might be?
history or
History?
arcana.
Okay, I'll roll history. Yeah.
But this seems like unfamiliar. I mean, if you were in Faerun, maybe something like this would be helpful, but it could be anything.
Okay. All right. Let's tell the others about these. Maybe they can determine what they are.
Okay. You want to go? Well, Naga's still taking her nap, right?
A Naga nap? A Naga nap?
Even if Nana is sleeping, Stella can walk around.
Did you want to go back downstairs?
Oh, if we've
Was
seen the
there
whole
any
ship,
kind of
Notori?
map?
No, but we found these. It seems some of the cargo is strange stone. Quite a bit of it. I could not, however, determine what the stones were for or what they represent.
There's 2 rooms that are locked that I wish we could get into.
Yeah, I
2
don't have any.
doors, anyway.
I don't have a spell that will open doors like knock. That would be handy, but I don't have it. Can't charm a door open.
Maybe in another life.
This terrible thing. Yeah, if Nana Yaga was here, maybe she could look at some of this stuff.
Is she AFK?
I think
Sorry,
so.
no, I was talking to Josh.
Okay.
Oh, all right. Nana Yaga, do you have any way to open these doors or determine what the cargo is here? All these barrels full of stone?
What? What? I don't know the doors were open.
No, they're
Do
not.
I know anything about stone?
No, I don't have anything to open doors.
Couldn't whoever was hooked up to the brain,
That was me.
couldn't you hook yourself up again and then make the doors open?
Yeah, we tried that.
We did?
Yeah.
Yeah, I stayed connected. We haven't moved off of the seat, and I opened all the doors that I could.
Oh.
It might require a password.
Ooh.
And the doors themselves could be biometric, so we're not the creature that's allowed to go in.
Mm-hmm.
Well, we tried to have the one of us that's attuned to the ship now couldn't open it either.
Well, yeah, but it's...
Hey, Alex, is there a self-destruct sequence?
It requires a password.
Password is Squid Game.
Ooh.
Where are you headed? We're headed Squidward. Okay, what would you like to do?
We are inking our own journal.
Well, I want to get in one of these doors really badly. I have no idea what to do, but being the kind of guy I am, I'm going to take my scimitar and I'm going to try to pry the door open.
All right. Make an attack. Okay, and roll for damage. All right, so you get it into the what you think to be the seam of the door. The previous doors looked like they had seams and whatnot, so you get it in there and really wedge it in, and with as much as you can, you press and try and open it up by wedging it open. And Otto, you take 12 psychic damage as you feel something stabbing into the ship.
Uh-oh.
None of you are aware this is happening. Well, I mean, none of the people on the second.
Yeah. Right. So did the door open a bit?
It did not.
It did not?
It did not.
All
Does the
right.
password screen have a hint?
A hint? This is a smuggler ship. Why would it have a hint?
They suffer from chronic amnesia.
Those would make really good smugglers, not even knowing what they're carrying.
Loose lips sink squids.
Hmm. So, what's this wall seem to be made of? Not the door, but the wall.
I want you to
Ash.
It's
make an investigation. As you're peering. It looks to be just pure, like, squid meat, calamari.
okay. I'm going to stick my scimitar into the wall.
Okay, I'll make an attack roll. And roll for damage.
Mm-hmm.
You press it in. You see that it's fleshy, so it must be able to rip open. So you very carefully press in your weapon and attempt to push it in, but it is a lot firmer than you assume. And Otto, you take 12 psychic damage.
Do I know where this damage is coming from?
Yes, you can feel the direction that it's coming from the second floor. It's coming from like almost directly above you. You are free to like move things on the ship. Like, you can close the doors or accelerate the ship or move the cannons.
Are there is there a record of like where we came through the portal into the plane originally?
Is there record?
Yeah, like did they see where we came out of the portal when we first arrived and we got on our ship?
No, you encountered them by jumping out of hyperspace, and like you found out before, two ships that get close to each other will slow way down when they get to a certain distance, a mile or so, and their ship slowed down, so they knew something was close, and then they encountered you, and they wanted to get rid of the problem so they could continue their journey, but the problem jumped on their ship. So they have
Where were they headed?
the asteroid city of Brawl.
Are there any notes about like the blight or the malfeasance that has occurred on the normal plane of existence? Whatever that is.
No, there's no, like, the corruption that you suffered, there's no indication that it's happened. You recall that the goblin elf creature was very surprised and horrified to see four two-headed monstrosities barrel down the steps of the ship and flank them. So you can possibly insinuate that this is not normal.
Well, I don't see how we're going to get through these doors. All right. Anyone got any other ideas?
Nope.
Are there any other parts of the ship we have not explored?
The outside?
Well, that's true, but I don't think I'm going out there. All right, let's go back downstairs. I got nothing else here.
No one else has any ideas how to get through any doors or what to do next?
I don't see anything else up here. Do you?
No. I don't.
There's the 2 doors that we couldn't get in.
Yeah, there's no. Does not appear to be a way to answer that puzzle, so we'll just leave it alone.
Okay, let's go back downstairs.
Okay.
See what we might be missing here. Oops. Dang it.
Anyone else want to do anything? We've kind of been doing the only. Nobody else has been really doing anything. So.
Well, so we found bugs and rocks, right? As far
Yeah.
as this contraband stuff. Were there any, like, maps or...
Nothing of that sort.
You really think you should lick the rocks?
I'm not gonna lick the rocks.
Why not?
Oh, thank you.
Okay, I'm gonna move back down. Here where we. What are these round purple things I see? I mean, they look like barrels or something.
These are so they are look to be attachments on the bottom of the ship, like the floor. They are like pustules with barbs that go into the base of the ship.
Oh, how cute.
Oh yeah.
Okay. And then down.
As you go towards the front of the ship, you find Mordo Babblecheek. The Mordo, looks to be asleep on the shoulder of Mr. And Mr. Babblecheek is pointing his wand out and muttering something under his breath and like pointing in one direction and like turning, pointing in another direction and mumbling something, pointing in and like just into space.
Hey, Babblecheek, I think maybe you should put that thing away before it goes off again.
I've got it! Mordo wakens with this. Oh my! What did I miss? What has happened? I've discovered it!
Discovered
I
what?
know we are lost. Yes. Goes back to mumbling.
Good one.
That was very, very helpful, Babblecheek. I'm gonna go.
So how
wander
do we
down.
get unlost?
Well,
Huh? That
is
seems
there
to
a
be the.
direction we can go? Because my wand doesn't seem to be pointing in the right direction, whichever direction that is.
I mean, we could follow the initial route of the ship, but that would take us into a port we don't know, with a ship full of contraband.
What?
So...
There's contraband. Very interesting. What are they hiding? They must have something
Rocks.
important. Rocks! Some people find rocks to be very appealing. Have you heard of geologists?
Geologists.
Yes. They are logistically intrigued by rocks. I don't understand it myself.
Yep.
Mhm.
Well, these are rocks. They're black and they're rocky.
And flavorless.
Well, we don't know that. Would you like to lick one?
No, he wants someone else to lick one.
Does Otto have a tongue? Or taste buds?
It's a upgrade attachment that hasn't been purchased.
There's an app for that, but
It's a fleshlight. So is there
So he
anything?
doesn't know that I'm gonna start. I'll just turn the ship and go towards the slowly towards the port. I don't know,
Slowly?
or towards the destination that the ship was originally going towards.
Okay.
Quarter speed.
So you accelerate the ship. It doesn't take long. The rest of you feel the ship start to move. It's not like a jolt. It's very smooth, and it accelerates. And you feel kind of being pushed back a little bit by the force, but it's not enough to throw you back. And once you reach that 6,000 miles per hour, you see stars zooming past in the distance. Nothing close gets in, but you are going your speed towards the destination.
Are there any other? Is there anything else on board other than us? Any other people or life signs or whatever? Am I able to tell that?
You cannot detect any other life signs. The ones you know. There are the bodies of the bug creatures.
Ooh.
The stone creature was evaporated, incinerated itself.
Can we go loot those bodies? Maybe there's a key. Or something. I don't know. Manual?
maybe, yes. By all means, search the carapaces or carcasses or whatever they might be of the bug creatures.
Start searching these pockets. Maybe taking the clothes off
Do they
and then
have
hucking the
pockets?
bodies out into space.
Okay. You can roll investigation to loot bug bodies.
And take the
Hmm.
clothes off.
I want to loot the rock dude.
They were not.
Investigate the rock dude.
We both
Uh,
got 16.
They were not wearing clothing, and the rock dude was incinerated. There is no.
Oh, that's right.
That is the second time you've rolled the same number, and one of you has had a plus 10. The other has a plus 0.
Yes.
Yeah.
I think Roll20 is being weird with the font change and the tool tip setup.
I don't trust these rolls.
You're on the same body, so you gotta have this relatively the same rolls, right?
How does it know?
It knows.
Uh,
Yeah.
Well, so there's no clothes. They're just naked?
Yeah.
They're bugs.
Well, I'm gonna start hucking the bodies out into space then.
Okay. You don't even. I was gonna give you stuff that they had.
Oh no, yeah, if there's stuff, I'm gonna take the stuff. I don't know what I'm searching if I'm just opening the mouth and just reach.
Well, hold on. Let me describe it. Don't just assume there's nothing.
Cut
And
the
not
bellies
just
open.
mouth, they have other orifices.
So you find each one of them has a glaive or polearm kind of
Ooh, what was that?
weapon.
I'll
That they
take
were
those.
very attached to hitting you with. They also had these on their belts that I don't think they used. These like metal circles with a handle bisecting them. So you can throw these and hit people with them.
It's like a
They're like
metal
frisbees.
circle boomerang. Oh, frisbee. Metal circle frisbee.
Yeah, with a
Like
handle
what
in the middle.
Like what Xena Warrior Princess uses.
Yeah. So they were using those, and as you kind of like look through their chitinous plates, you do find that they have hidden things. Like they don't have pockets, so they must have put their stuff somewhere. You find a set of spectacles. It looks like one of them had like those itty bitty circle ones that you just like place on the bridge of your nose.
I'm gonna put those on.
You also find a small book. Don't know what it says. It's in a language you don't understand. It's like not novella sized.
Keep this. I'm taking all of the things and I'm putting it in my bag of holding.
You
So
find
however many glaives. How many of these were there? There was like 6 of these guys.
yeah.
All right, so that's 6 glaives, 6 metal frisbees, a pair of glasses.
And I did say that weight really doesn't matter, so
Yeah.
doesn't matter what stick.
Small.
You find one set of. I mean, they all don't have the spectacles in the book. Just one of them.
Yes. Yes.
You also find what looks to be like a metal U, or sorry, a metal Y. It looks very similar to a tuning fork.
Any pictures of family or other loved ones?
You do find a small scroll is etched in it a language that you don't understand, along with a set of writing tools. Very different because these creatures are don't have opposable thumbs, so it's more like a very hefty stick with probably ink that they harvested from the squid. You see a small what's it called? A small locket of hair, like a little bit of hair that they've kept on their person, probably as a personal.
Do these bugs have
memento.
hair?
No, they don't.
Okay. That's weird. All right.
So that's a weird thing to find on them. Yes.
Yeah. I'll keep it. Goes in the bag.
You also find a piece of chitin that has been etched into I guess you wouldn't really know, but a very certain shape that's kind of anatomically correct. Just to keep around.
Ew. I just huck that out into space.
You find a stone very different from the stones in the barrels. It's like a bluish green stone, and it's got a bit of twine wrapped around it with a length of twine going off. It has a bug face etched into it too. and that's what you find.
Sweet. Now I'll start hucking the bodies out into space.
Okay.
I imagine I'm just cracking these guys open like they're crab, just ripping chunks off and just throwing it behind me so it floats out into space.
So when you huck one of these dead bug creatures out, it just kind of like goes, and when it hits a certain point, it floats very slowly to where you've seen that bubble around the model ship. You see it here. It's much it's like a bluish tint to it, and when the bodies float slowly to that edge and hit it, they instantly zip behind you and disappear. So it's like a very slow process of throwing these bodies out and them flying beyond your ship's sight.
Wow.
I hope you took note of everything I said.
I did,
You find
actually.
them.
I will go to these doors after, getting rid of the evidence. Sweeping that, even if there's a pile of dust, I'll just sweep that out. I'm gonna use the tuning fork on these doors.
Okay.
Maybe it opens by sound resonance.
So you
Resonance?
Sure could.
you smack the tuning fork against the door, and it kind of squelches a little bit, and the door itself makes a slight pang noise, but the Y-shaped metal object that you have makes no noise at all, which is very odd because when you strike metal against metal, they both usually make noise, but you feel the vibrations, but it makes no sound.
That's weird.
Could be at a frequency you just can't hear.
Oh, maybe. I'll try the door.
Or it could be a thing used for planar travel that grounds you to a plane of existence.
What?
Or it might be a thingamabob that you comb your hair with.
The door has no handles, knobs, or locks on it. It is a flat surface, much like the door to the south of you. So,
It's an egg.
This prong?
This is that riddle.
I tried poking the door with it. Like it's a fork.
you poke it, squishes a little bit.
Okay. And nothing.
Nope.
All right. Okay, I'm gonna try and make this metal thing, this metal forky prong thing, make a sound. So I'm gonna take one of the. I take my dagger out, and I'll try and strike the dagger on the fork-like thing.
Alright, you strike the dagger on it. The dagger hangs, and the tuning fork-like object does not make noise.
Weird. Why does it not make sound?
Tell me your secrets. Fork them over.
Have I seen anything like this
Fork 'em over,
before?
fork 'em over. You
Can I roll like history or something? If I would, like, Arcana? Is this magical?
I am Ron Burgundy.
Sure, you can roll history.
Okay. 11.
It's completely foreign. You, in all your years of being alive, it's a term used loosely,
Many years, though. Yes.
you have not encountered a thing that does not make noise, especially something that is struck that doesn't make noise, especially something that in your world is designed to make noise when struck.
And this thing looks like it's made out of metal, right?
Yes.
Interesting. Stella, you have any idea what this could be for?
What do I roll for it?
History?
Probably.
You are also perplexed. This is not something. This is not something of your world. This is.
I don't know. It's
Yeah.
a mystery.
Well, I'll keep it anyways. Going back in the bag. I don't know. These doors are locked. I'm sure it's fine. Maybe they will unlock when we get to our destination.
Okay. Is
Alright.
there anything you would like to do in the time to before you get to wherever you're going?
Are there any logs that I can read about anything to do with this ship? Or like a history of this plane of existence? Or personal communications or tax
Yes.
identification?
Come on, man.
I want you to make a investigation. How
Okie
deep
dokie.
can you go?
Pretty deep.
You are browsing the. It's kind of like going on Wikipedia and like looking for something and then never finding what you're looking for. You're just getting too distracted by more
That
information.
doesn't that doesn't sound like me.
So you are. You find general knowledge like.
Okay.
The person that you hijacked this from, the one that disappeared, is known as a Githyanki. The creatures that were the crew were Thrycreen. They are from this plane. You have a little bit of knowledge from Faerun. You've heard about these things, but they are very rare. You learn more about the Zodar. How they are very expensive to hire, and they are also very strong. They mostly work as bodyguards, and they're they're strong psionic type, I guess. They have a lot of power, but they very rarely unleash it upon people. The
Okay.
Githyanki are more into mind, like telepathy, psychic, psionics, and whatnot. And the Thrycreen are dabbled in the psionics, but they are mostly a brute force.
Do we have an ETA on how long it'll be before we reach our destination?
What would you like to do?
I didn't know if I only went, not as fast because I wasn't sure if that's actually where we wanted to go, but I was just gonna move.
Like, is it going to be an hour or?
At
Nah.
full
Minutes.
speed, it'll take an hour.
Okay, so long enough for a short rest.
2 longers.
2 longers?
Yeah.
So 2 hours?
No, just 2 longers.
Yes, you'll be able to take a short rest.
All right, let's do that.
Those of you without that are missing hit points can roll hit die. Like
Okay.
I think I got all mine back.
Thought we were fully healed, right?
some people have taken damage since then.
We were, and then I
Oh.
took 22 points
Oh, I
damage,
was
and
here.
then yeah.
Some people get certain things. Someone
I
gets
get-
spell
See
slots
if I
back.
can- Yeah, I'm trying to see if I get myself plus one.
Sorcerers
Okay,
don't, though, right?
No, only warlocks and wizards. Is there anything else you'd like to do in this time while you're breaching the city?
Can I use Channel Divinity to restore a spell slot?
Yes, I believe so.
Okay. I use twice between short rests. Okay, I'll do that.
Okay. So I guess I'll roll 2 hit dice. And I do 2d10. Okay.
While you are taking your rest, Mordo will, Mordo Babblecheek will, start pointing his wand at various objects on the ship to see what happens.
Of course he does.
So he goes up to these pustule things on the ground and like point his wand at it. But nothing happens. And go into the worm room. Point his wand at those things. Go into the whole room. Point his wand at them. Get sick. He'll get over it. And after this time, Otto, you feel something approaching, a large, very large object, and you feel the ship slow down at a pinnacle. And you reach this point. Everyone else feels the ship below them slow down. It is not a sudden jolt. It is a very steady, very quick stop. But you feel it slow down, and you have reached a large asteroid that is going towards, or flying through the astral plane.
This is our captain speaking. Please return your trays and your seats to the upright position. And
Oh,
assume
for
the,
crying out loud.
assume the debarking positions.
What position is that?
Is it a turtle? Kind
is
of
a-
looks like a turtle.
Well, it does not look like a turtle from the angle that you are at. But the ship seems like it is on autopilot. And it goes down and goes to the underbelly first. And you see the bottom of the asteroid is still it's gritty and rocky itself, and it looks like it has 4 large fins that are pushing it through space, though in Faerun it would make no sense, but it's happening here. And the ship then goes to the back end here, and it seems like it's going into port on its own. Would you like to do anything before you make landing?
Not I.
Nope.
Do we need to do anything? Does it look like the ship's going to land appropriately?
Yeah, I don't know if you wanted to hide, or if you wanted to hide the said contraband, or if you wanted to do
Do we know
anything
what it is,
like
yeah.
repair the.
I don't think we figured out what it is.
We don't even know that it's contraband.
No, you don't. Well, I think Otto figured that it was a smuggling ship, so there's something about the ship that's not quite right. But
I
you
mean, I
don't
guess-
have to do anything.
Nana would like to go back to the sunroom. See what happens when we come to a stop. Does the sun go away? Does it just keep going?
Well, you weren't in there when it was when you were accelerated. But if you wanted to go in there before you slowed down, you
Yeah.
would notice that the sun, the miniature sun, expanded to its full capacity, and it looked like it was surging, like moving, pulsing, and whatnot. And then when you slowed down, it shrank back down to the size that you first saw it.
Is this removable?
Is this what?
Is it removable?
Removable? I mean, you
Yes.
could.
Can I
Put it in
bring
your bag
this
of holding.
glass sun with me?
It is too big for the bag of holding.
Okay.
It is like it fills that side of the room, so it would be 10 to 15 in diameter. It is not removable. It looks like the glass sphere is attached to the ship itself.
Okay. But I'll just stay in this room until we come to a stop.
Sun is safe. Okay. If no one else would like to do anything before you reach port, you feel the ship slowly move into the landing area, and it will slow to a stop. Everyone feels the stopping motion, and if anyone is observing the outside, Otto, you can feel this, but the aura around it evaporates instantly. And once it does, once you've landed, you suddenly hear a surge of like chatter, like a busy city that is the sound of people trading and shouting, and um, you can't hear what is being said, but it sounds like busy city. It's fairly large. It's like not quite as big as maybe Baldur's Gate. More of a. It's still larger than Star Mantle. Sort of in between.
Okay. Is there some kind of like contact board for various municipalities? Is there like a corruption task force?
No one seems to try to board the ship once you've landed.
I can use my channel divinity to cloak of shadows. I can turn invisible. I can use an action to turn invisible. Will it turn both of us? I mean, since we're melded.
Yes, if you use it on yourself,
Okay.
you will both.
Okay. I'm going to use that. I become visible if I attack or cast a spell.
This
So
only
Strax, we're going to go invisible.
this lasts
What?
6 seconds.
Oh,
'Cause
really?
It lasts to the end of your next turn. I guess 12 seconds. So
All right, well, we'll wait till we need to use it, but I got it
whoa, that was
right.
your audio is being weird. It's like
Oh,
speeding up.
okay.
Can you repeat what you just said?
I said I was going to ready the action
Okay.
if needed.
Okay. So, what is the trigger to, like, what do you want to see to have this action go off?
If it looks like somebody's about to arrest us or we're about to, get in trouble for being on the ship, someone
Oh.
starts getting aggressive towards us or tries to grab us.
Okay. So you can leave the ship. Nobody has boarded. It looks like nobody's really even paid much attention to the ship porting. Everyone's going about their business outside.
And no one tried to communicate
Nope.
with the ship.
You just
coming in.
you just landed.
Hmm.
Is there a port authority?
Port authority.
Would you like
Find the
to
port
exit the
authority.
ship to find Portmaster?
Sure.
Okay. Is everyone else exiting the ship?
Let's stay together.
Okay. We'll follow
Yeah.
along.
Can we lock it?
Does the sun go away when the ship comes to like a stop, or is it just back to its like normal small state?
It doesn't disappear, but when it lands, it definitely gets pretty small, as to show that the ship is not being used. But Otto is attuned to it, and it would take something to take it from him, I guess. So I guess Otto is the key to your ship, and you are taking the key with you.
Okay.
So if somebody abducts Otto and then forces him to do something, then the ship will be taken. You exit the ship, and there are, since it's sort of you can see down in the bottom corner here, there are a lot of platforms that reach out. This is the size of your ship compared to the rest of Brawl. And you go out, and there are several gangplanks that reach out from the city to allow ships to come into port and dock safely while the ship flies through space. And you head out. There are a couple people on the gangplanks, but nobody really seems to pay you attention. As you walk nearer to the giant asteroid rock, more and more people are walking around, and there's something that you all notice that is unsettling. None of you recognize any of the languages being spoken. It is all gibberish to you.
I, That's going to make this difficult.
So, how would you like to approach this situation?
Well, I find it. Where is it?
I don't think I really have any language skills.
I do not.
Third level. Pretty sure. Should be. Okay. Well.
So, you can like just enter the city and look around if you want. You don't have to just like be stopped by the language barrier.
Ah, there it is. Third level. Yes, I found it. Okay. I figured this would come in handy. I have how long does it last? An hour? Okay.
Ah,
I want to be like observing
best.
the people.
Okay. So I'll have all of you roll insight if you'd like to look around. You can also roll investigation if you want to like observe what's here instead of just the people.
Perception? Is that one I can roll, or does that make sense?
Investigation or insight.
Yeah, I'll roll insight.
So does this count with my Oh, also, you... If anyone has the emboldening bond still on, it's not active anymore.
Okay. So, Nana, Puddle, and Stripes, you're kind of in awe of this new place. It's strange and confusing and a bit overwhelming. From the people you've seen before, it was just the Thrykreen, the Zodar, and the Githyanki. And suddenly, this is basically a huge culture shock to you. And don't know how to take it all in. The rest of you, people who rolled insight, you see all these people. You notice that, you notice that there is a lot of comfort in these people. They're very casual with each other. There doesn't seem to be a whole lot of aggressive maneuvers or attitudes towards each other. We'll get to tongues in a sec, but you can't understand the language, but there isn't a sign that you recognize that these people are fearful or angry or any of those negative emotions towards each other. This does seem like a not quite peaceful, but a casual city. And you notice, all of you in general notice that the creatures, the humanoid creatures and non-humanoid creatures, are very similar in a sense that you've seen them on Faerun, but they aren't intelligent in the way you view yourselves. So there are creatures you've known as like a giant worm creature, like a remoraz, flames on its body. It's just walking through the crowd. Nobody seems to jump away or anything. They get out of its way if it's moving, but it's not attacking anyone. There's these very slow moving gelatinous cubes. People aren't scared of it. You see objects inside of it. That's how you are able to recognize it. But people are just moving around it. They're not getting in its way. Nobody is frightened. Just a mess of monstrosities and aberrations. There are humanoid creatures with like tentacles on their faces that you would know as the Illithid that reside underground under Faerun. But here they're just walking around as if they're
Just ordinary guys.
Mind
yeah.
flayers.
And Stella, you notice as you're walking around that since you did go and check on the storage room, you notice that very similar to the pebbles that were on the ship, you see people handing out these things and exchanging them for goods. It is quite possibly a currency that they're using. You don't see any sign of like gold, silver, platinum, copper. It is various sizes of these stones. And you don't see anything larger than like a thumb-sized stone. The rest are gravel pebble size.
Okay.
Who are you casting tongues on? Yourself?
Yeah, myself.
Okay. Puddle, you are walking around with the crowd of Brawl, and Otto, instantly after the spell is cast, you notice that this is a thriving metropolis of commerce. There are all sorts of people trading and just living normal lives here. You do notice that these people aren't like they're just like trading with these stones, trading food, useful items, services, and whatnot. So what would you like to do next?
Maybe we should get some money.
Yeah, go back onto the ship, grab a bunch of those pebbles.
Told you should have licked them. Then you would have known. They would have tasted like money.
Money talks. So
Money
Cast-
is disgusting.
cast tongue. Okay, so you head back, retrace your steps, and go back to the ship. Get some money.
Yes.
Get some stones. How much do you get?
I don't want to take any, like, if they're larger than what we have seen. I want to take just, like, a bunch of the smaller ones. So that we don't get, like, people looking at us funny and being like, where'd you get all this money?
Otto, with your tongues cast, you would be able to tell um, the general value of the size, seeing what is being traded for what size, and so you'll have. If you want, you can take 20 gold each worth, in terms of what you have, cross currency.
Mm-hmm. That sounds like a good idea.
Okay, so you grab your handfuls. Where would you like to go with this newfound wealth?
Home.
Stop. Well, maybe your home is Brawl now.
Maybe.
Fucking rich. So what would you like to do?
I have no idea. No idea where to go.
Let's start. Well, we need to have some information about the corruption if we're ever going to restore ourselves, right? So what?
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't even know how to begin to get information about that, though.
Yeah.
No, they don't speak our language. And they no way to know. I mean, we don't have any clues to go on.
I'm gonna go look for Monkey Man.
Sure.
Monkey Man.
Monkey Man? Mordo Babblecheek?
Monkey.
Yeah.
Oh, he's with you.
Oh, okay. Does he
Okay. Do you have any clues? Can he help us?
As you were walking through the streets of Brawl, you seemed to be awestruck. Without words, silent. It seems like his head is just wandering, his body is wandering behind you, but he got his hands at his side, just staring at all these variety of creatures in the society.
Hey man, you think you could try using your wand or whatever? That do anything here? Does that work? Seemed like you were trying to get it to work and it wasn't working.
I think it might be destructive magic if we have observed it from the past. I don't know if a wand is a good idea here in a crowded place. It nearly killed us before.
You were waving that shit around on
Yeah, on the ship. Did you fucking...
In space.
Yes, in space where we can't hurt anyone.
Kill us all.
No, we would just hurt ourselves. That's the problem.
Not the rest of these people.
Oh my god. I will kill you. I here and now declare you as my nemesis. I will end your days.
Well, it seems like I'm the only one able to hold the wand, and I know the wand is your ticket out of here.
How do you know that?
I'm sure. Yeah, there could be another way. You're not the only magic user.
I've been the only one who's been right. I've been right since the beginning.
Self-prophecies don't count.
Then why are they called prophecies?
Okay. All right. So you don't know where to go. What we're looking for? What you need? Is it out of juice? What do you need to fix this?
I never said I knew where to go.
Oh my god! I'm gonna slap him.
Okay, make an unarmed strike.
I I will. What a fucking cat claws.
Cold person.
1d6 plus my strength modifier. Here's a
No, it's a D20 plus your strength.
16 to hit.
16. Yeah, that hits.
Yeah, and I'm hissing. I'm just all fluffed up. The half of me that's can fluff up, I'm fluffed up.
Oh! Points the wand at you very menacingly, but nothing.
Do it. See what happens. Nothing happens. What? Why does it not work? What do you need?
Do you want me to kill you?
Many people have tried. You won't succeed. I'll kill all of us if that's what I need to do.
All right. Let's all settle down here. Let's all settle down. We're gonna find a way out of this. I know it. So I don't know how, but we're gonna find something. Okay? Just settle down. I scritch her behind the ear.
Maybe there's food at least. Maybe they have some kind of fish.
Why don't you eat the ship?
All right.
The ship isn't made out of fish.
Because it's dead. You don't eat rotting dead things. That's how you get sick.
Isn't that what food is? Dead?
Food is dead, yes, but I don't know how long that thing's been dead for. You don't just eat just rotting dead things that have who knows how long they've been dead for.
Out of character, I don't know if Nana Yaga follows that creed exactly.
She doesn't eat rancid things. She licks
What
dead
is her-
things, but
What is her definition of rancid then? Does she have a very loose definition?
yeah, like if it looks gross, then she won't eat it.
Okay.
Or if it's like not the right texture, she won't eat it. So maybe that squid is not good because it looks gross, but the next squid she sees might look exactly the same, but something different is about it that she'll eat it.
Have you tried it? Have you tried eating it?
Have you?
I don't eat meat.
You don't eat meat. You're a vegetarian?
I'm a
That's
very
what's wrong with you.
strict diet.
All right.
Anyway.
So he doesn't know where to go. Do we? What? Is there like anything that looks like I don't know, magic shop or something? Like, does anyone have detect magic? Do they have magic?
No, let's.
Yes, I can do that. What do you want me to detect?
Look for like a magic shop. Like maybe there's like a shop that's selling magic
crap.
items.
I've got to spell magic, not detect magic.
Well, that wouldn't work.
Sorry, I've got locate object.
Locate object? That's great.
What would it look? I need to know what to locate. Yeah. What are we locating?
Let's see. What do we want to locate? Maybe a genie's lamp, so we can make a wish.
Push ourselves back. It's this asshole that just took us with his stupid energy ray thing. And he's just kind of along with us, but he's not helping at all. He's just gonna sit here. He doesn't know what to do next any more than we do.
Yeah.
Okay. So we don't know anything. The guy, he was blathering on about something, and now we're here, and he's just sitting here, and he doesn't know what we should do next. And
I mean,
And-
that sounds
Ooh,
par for the course.
I know. Hold on. I know what we could locate. Locate alcohol.
Yeah, I think we could do that just walking around. Let's just walk around and see if we can smell it.
All right. Because, I'm sure we could all use a drink. And, where do you
Yeah.
go when you're a brand new adventurer? Where do you go to seek jobs and information? You go to
Someplace
a
where
bar.
everybody knows your name.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, that's right.
And then they'd be able to tell us where it came from. Yeah.
It's something.
Sure. Yeah, it's something. Better than nothing.
You're all level 16 adventurers. You don't have any experience or ideas of how to glean information.
Well, yeah, we could do it, but it has to be there. If it's not there, then what are we doing? You know what I mean?
Well, why wouldn't it be there?
Because we say, is anything there? And we're told, no, there's nothing there. So
Let's walk into town.
We're-
Let's look for a bar.
Let's walk into town and
We're-
ask around and see if anyone will answer us.
You weren't told there wasn't anything there. I gave you a lot of information. Okay, so there's a market. It's very easily detectable. Otto can understand the things being said and traded, food, drinks, whatnot. So you find a semblance of a tavern. It is. It's a little bit more well built than the rest of the bazaar. It's completely covered instead of just a tent sort of thing. And you go in, and it's made of metal instead of stone, wood. And you see that there are a lot of tables. There's no actual bar. I guess you would kind of imagine it to be the Mos Eisley Tavern kind of thing. And there are a lot of tables, creatures of various sorts, monstrosities, and crazy looking, what you would call monsters on your plane of existence. Sitting around, they look like they have bowls instead of cups filled with liquids. Very similar to what was on the ship. You see what might be food that is still alive that they're munching on, writhing and squirming. So, what would you like to do?
Is there a place to order? Does it seem like Nana Yaga's just gonna try and see, like, what do people do? Like, how do they get food and drink? Like, is there a place to order, or is it just you sit at a table and then a person or a thing shows up?
So you walk in and you see other people coming in, other creatures. They seem to just like go to a table that they choose, sit down, and then like what are they called? Warforged walks out with various items and set it down at the table, and the creatures just start going at it.
Okay, let's pick a table. Find a table big
Okay,
enough
I'm
to
with you.
fit all of us.
All right. Four two-headed monstrosities walk into a bar. Find a table, sit down. And when you do, in everyone's heads, the kind of a menu pops up, but only in Otto's do you understand what is being offered.
Is there pictures?
It's very scribbly. It's not really pictures.
Oh, damn. I hate it when there's no pictures.
I will hold out my hand and translate it. I don't know. Okay. I can either recite. I'll just recite. Like, you just ask, and I will tell you what it means.
All right.
Or you can make up that I have a hologram thing in my hand that I palm up, and then it displays the menu translated.
Ooh, a Google Translate.
It's automatic.
Do we have like? Does it mention price? Like how much anything costs?
Yes, it does. Various like drinks have the stone. Like a smaller stone will get you a kind of a weaker drink. The larger stone will give you a larger, stronger drink. And depending on the size of the stone is the size of the grub, so to speak, that you get.
We only have small stones, or did we grab some?
You got stones that were similar to what Stella saw were being traded, so as to not bring attention. Roughly 20 gold worth each.
Okay, so like we could get something. Everyone could get like a drink, right?
Yes, that's fine. I'd really like to find a way. Do we understand anything anyone is saying around us? Is there any way to communicate with anyone?
Otto understands everything being said. But everyone else just hears.
Is there any way that you can find out what that stuff was that was in that ship?
They looked like bugs, like worms or something.
Possible.
Some kind of tiny
the rock
creature.
too, and then the stones.
Stones,
Also
okay, so
stone.
stones is money.
Okay.
Some kind of currency.
Stella figured out that the stones are the currency that is being traded. And so you went back to the ship and got 20 gold worth. And you are now carrying what you think to be the currency, which is the stones.
They were smuggling money.
Well,
that was the stuff that was just out. We didn't actually get to see what was inside the secret compartments.
yeah, because there's still locked doors. So.
Yeah.
But let's at least order some drinks.
Corruption. Is there any other talk here of the corruption that the Katie was talking?
No, they don't have any idea what we're talking about. There was no mention of it anywhere. Surprised no one freaked out about us.
Yes. Yeah, that is kind of weird, right?
You would think our odd appearance would attract some attention, but...
Well, these creatures, these inhabitants of Brawl, aren't like the ones you've seen in Faerun. Well, I mean, they aren't like the humanoids you've seen in Faerun, like elves, humans, dwarves. They are, in Brawl, like the monsters that you have fought in your adventure times. Giant worms, gelatinous cubes,
yes, but
flying
we're
rays.
like two beings joined together.
Yes. Are there any of those on your world?
What are you talking, like centaur thing or something? We're nothing like really centaur. It's just we're kind of odd for any world.
Otto, would you like to mentally order something to the table?
Yep. I will order one of everything.
I don't think we have enough money for that.
Oh.
I mean, according to
Tons of money.
Okay, what, on us?
Don't know.
I don't know. So is there something that seems like a You said we have roughly 20 gold worth.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Each.
Oh, each. Okay.
Yeah.
What's the cost of what's the cheapest alcoholic drink? Is it like
Probably 1 gold.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. Let's get everyone gets 1 gold drink and we'll get a few foods to see what that's like.
All the drinks and the foods aren't going to help us get any closer to any kind of goal.
Well, we don't really know what the
we're-
goal is right now,
We
So
don't. Yeah.
Trying to not be two-headed.
And no one here knows anything about the only stuff we know about.
You haven't
I'm
asked
trying to
anyone.
determine what else we can do. We haven't? Well, I don't speak language, so I asked Otto if he had, and Otto said no, they don't know anything about the corruption or anything that we've experienced.
Otto
Well,
gathered from the manifest on the
wrong?
ship. Yes, Otto gathered from the manifest on the ship that there are no history of the corruption that you encountered in your world. You've been going around observing, and you entered this bar and you sat down, and people think that you're going to order food and drinks. They pay no mind to you.
Alright.
You are two-headed monstrosities, but they don't seem alarmed or frightened at all.
Right, so this must not be something that's too unusual for them.
true.
So, is anyone in our group able to communicate with anyone in this bar?
Yes.
Yes. If you can communicate with them, can you ask around about this thing happening? And ask you, do they know of something like that anywhere?
Yeah, I can try.
Okay, so who would you like to? Have you ordered your food or drinks?
I don't know.
Yes, please.
Okay,
Sure.
so 1 gold each, down to 19, and then however much money worth you want of food. Otto mentally orders, and a Warforged will come by in a couple minutes and drop off your food and accept.
Okay, grab the Warforge.
Jeez. Sure, if you want.
Grab him. Maybe we can talk to him. Freaking Warforged are made by tinker mechanic people, right? Stella, can you talk to Warforged?
I'll have whoever's grabbing the Warforged to make an athletics to try and grapple it.
I don't think we need to grab him.
Would get him to talk. Can't talk.
Yeah.
Well, okay. You said grab, so I'm taking that as literal. Okay, so it comes over with your food, sets it down very meticulously, and has a dish that pops out of its arm, waiting for payment. What would you like to say or ask it, or would you just like to give it the stones?
What is the plane of existence? The primary plane, or whatever. The
material plane?
material plane. Do we know what plane we're currently on?
I believe that Mordo Babblecheek mentioned it was the Astral Plane.
Okay. Then I will. I will when putting in payment, I will ask if it's heard anything about the crazy stories coming out of the material plane.
It replies, insufficient. Requesting stones.
What?
You
What do
gotta
mean?
pay it.
I said said after I put in payment.
Okay.
That's when I was asking. Like while putting in the stones, however much it's worth or whatever, is when I would ask the question.
Sorry, I didn't hear that part. Okay, so as you place it in,
I didn't realize it was going to be. I thought the Warforged were sentient, not like just robots, or I don't know.
well, you don't know this place.
Okay.
So you just got to take it as it comes.
right.
So as you do that, it will say, "Thank you for your purchase, Etten. Is there anything else you require?"
Information, please. Is there a translator that we can hire?
You've got one.
Oh, okay.
Otto.
Is there a magic store that sells or fixes magical items?
Etten, would you like anything else from the menu?
Oh my god.
No. Can I speak to the manager?
It turns and walks back towards where it received.
Another Warforged comes out. It's all automated. Damn it. Okay, well, you can
Okay.
talk to people, right? You want to
Yes.
go, maybe take one of these drinks and go give it to one of the other people at the tables over there and ask them, see if they will understand what you're saying, or like if they know where we could potentially at least get this wand figured out.
Are there any magical looking people? Have I picked up anything with my 20 passive?
Perception?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, yes, but I don't know what more you can glean off of that.
So there's nothing of note from my past. Okay. So,
I mean, this feels like everyone's casual. This is a bar. It's.
I'm just wondering if there's anyone that catches my attention for any reason whatsoever with a passive perception of 20. That you would like to point out. If not, then I'm going to look for creatures of whatever origin that look like they wield magic in some capacity and aren't just gelatinous cubes that are inherent beasts.
These are all monstrosities that on your world would look like
Okay.
enemies. Is there any specific one you would like to talk to?
Anyone who looks like they use magic.
You aren't sure which ones use magic. They all
Okay.
could, like on your world, everyone is
Okay.
capable of using magic. Is there a specific creature?
That looks human?
All right.
They don't look human though.
None of like.
Are there
they're all,
any-
No,
They
no,
look like
they're all
humanoid.
They're
No,
all monstrosities.
They're all
but-
monstrosities, but
Yes. I mean, they are all monstrosities, but they are like you can be humanoid and be monstrosity shape. Considered. So I guess the big question is: are you looking for someone who looks like you?
well, I guess that would be fine. Have we noticed any other two-headed people, or like conjoined body
Conjoined.
people?
Twins.
Yes, you have. They look like the creatures from your world that look like Ettins. The two-headed monsters giant monsters. Sorry, I was trying to give you hints and tell you
I see.
information, but
Oh, I
there
see.
are
What?
these two-headed monsters. They're called Ettins. If you'd like, you can go and approach one and talk to them.
Do we? Are they just? Are we being conflated as Edens, or do we actually look like Edens?
Conflated?
Yes.
Can you please explain that word? I don't understand it.
Do people think that's what we are?
I guess conflated is
That's
the wrong
what
word.
the Warforged kept saying.
Yes,
So I think we're passing.
it did refer to you as Ettins.
It's not conflated. Conflated is the wrong thing. It's
I don't know what that is.
I don't know what Etten is. How do you spell Etten?
ETT.
And it's
yes.
like a two-headed.
I'm sorry, is that I-N?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Et-in.
They look like your classic, very crude looking. They look kind of like a classic crude looking giant, but they have two heads.
Sure. I'll walk over to one of those and be like, "Hey, tough day. Hey,
Hello, brother!
hey, brother."
Hey,
Other
just
two-headed
coming from the
like I am.
mines.
Of Moria?
Hard day today. Ugh, can't believe it.
You wreaked any havoc on the material plane anytime soon? Or recently?
What is that? Have you had a little bit too much?
It's
Half,
a vacation spot.
your other brother is looking kind of floppy.
He's the cold, silent type. We got in a fight earlier and I broke all of his face bones.
Oh, you shouldn't beat yourself up like that.
Well, you should have heard him talking. Okay.
So what can we do you for?
Hey. We just got into town. What's the word on the street? Anything worth checking out, or any gossip? I don't know.
Oh, you should have seen it. Gomor really let one loose. Got himself in a lot of trouble.
I thought you said he farted.
Not quite. He tried stealing from the bazaar, but you know that's not gonna fly.
That's a risky move.
Oh yes, I hear he's got 2 weeks in the cell. I don't know if he'll survive that long.
Quite unfortunate. I take it I'm just supposed to know this person, like meta game talk.
No.
He thinks that you.
Okay.
You said you just came in. Where are you from?
Well, woke up floating, got picked up by a ship, ran into another ship, boarded it, took it over, and we just came here.
Oh, you shouldn't. That kind of like not ushers to the other people at his table, like to move away and like gestures for you to sit down. the other two kind of like look at each other weird and walk to another part of the bar, and he says, "Whoa, you can't just like talk about that. You know that, right? Have you been here? You know Brawl?"
I know. I'm sorry. Like I said, I'm not from here.
All right, well, can't talk about that kind of stuff. Anything illegal is quite harshly judged.
Oh. Well, they attacked us first, if that matters.
It does a little, but still, you gotta say, you made friends, decided to coexist and join partnership. You know, that kind of thing.
Yeah, me and my other people that I was sitting with, it's kind of weird, We all just, I guess we were drugged or being smuggled. I have no idea, but yeah,
What?
We all wound up together.
What the grok? I mean,
You have any idea why people would be doing that? Or who? Shitbags?
Listen, we just met, so I have no affiliation with you. We just want to have a drink.
All right. Well, your next drink's on me. And,
thank you. That's all right. Well, just whatever you need. What do you like? Can
where's our embassy?
well, we just sorry, you don't know, bro. So this city is kind of like where all the riffraff go. There's no policing because everyone kind of polices themselves, and so you gotta be careful around here. The gangs will come in and really come down on you if you do anything illegal.
Okay.
Word gets around really really fast. Like if you had said that a little bit louder, they'd be in here instantly.
Okay.
Whoever you took over, I don't know who. I don't want to know who. But
all right. Well then, do you by chance know someone who could get us set up to live normal lives?
Oh yeah. I believe there's a Temple of Castorus. Just if you go outside, go past the bazaar, go into the more residential areas. There's Castorus, just temple. They can set you up with anything. It's good. You'll settle in nicely.
I appreciate it. Like I said, we'll get your tab.
We appreciate it. Thank you.
Okay, we'll go back to the table.
Alright, so what'd you learn?
Don't say literally anything.
It's a good thing that we don't know the language. They don't know ours.
Yep. I have a place we could maybe go. We'll see. Apparently, we don't have an embassy. I wanna, I guess, go over to the bartender thing and then say I'm gonna pay for the drink and pay for it. The tab for the clear the tab for the person currently there.
Okay. The Warforged will be going to the table that you were just at, and you can place the stones in there before they get to that table. And then once the stones are passed on, we'll deliver the drinks and transaction.
All right. The end. It's a great session. We solved it. We're good Samaritans. Okay. I guess we will head to the temple of Doom.
Oh,
For a second, I thought you said anything legal. Instead of-
Anything legal?
yeah. Instead of anything illegal. Temple of Castration. Casters. Castors.
Temple of castration.
Just the tip.
Oh,
Oh, Temple of Castros. My temple.
They're all named Josh.
All right, so you head out of the bar. I'm not sure if you ate your food or drank your drinks, but head out and you follow the directions that the person who you didn't get there the end. You follow down the street. It's very busy. With the way this asteroid is moving through, it's a bit hard to tell night from day. So it's just like a gentle, constant glow from the many stars that it's passing through. And then, so you walk down, you get to the temple. It looks like one of the big cathedrals you have on Faerun, only instead of one steeple, there are two right next to each other. And you see that not a whole lot of people are going in or out. It's just a building on the street. The commotion is going past. Enter? Yes?
Yes.
Okay. You go through the double doors, and you see in here there are. It is mostly made of stone. Stone like pews. There's a waiting area, and in the main chamber, what kind of takes your breath away and you're awestruck is like in the Harry Potter Hogwarts dining hall. There are a large darkened cloud area, and inside this cloud are various points of light that are connected by strands of light, very similar to like a constellation or an asterism. And as you are observing this asterism, you are approached by a large Etten in vestments, temple robes. You assume this person might be a priest of Storis. They approach the entire group and ask, "Welcome to our temple. We see that you are one of those blessed by Castoris. How may we help
We
How does one get unblessed by Castoris?
I'm sorry, I don't understand."
we seek asylum. I don't know.
Can you you ask to see if like there's any
Hold
way
on.
we could?
I walk over and I say, "Praise be," and I bless put tongues on her.
On who?
You.
On Nana?
Yep.
Okay. You can do tongues multiple times?
It's not a concentration.
How many times can you cast this spell?
As many times as I want.
As many
Why
spell
aren't you
slots
casting
you
it
have.
on everyone?
Because
It costs spell slots.
Don't
Yes,
do that,
okay,
please.
that's what I was asking. Like, how many times can you cast this spell?
well, it doesn't say that I can cast it at a higher level, but I probably could. So there's no benefit for going higher, but I could do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 more times.
Okay,
That would
so
okay.
save some of my
Nana.
higher spell slots.
Nana, you have now can understand the language of these.
Okay, so I was like, meow, 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 meow. Okay, all right. So you gotta ask him,
Ah,
like,
yes.
how do we? Oh,
I understand you now. You speak the
Oh.
language of Castores.
great. Who's Castores?
Don't you? You should know. You are blessed by
I-
them.
Lost my memory, and I don't know what that means. So I'm trying to re-educate myself. I had
Cas-
a accident. So tell me, who about Castores?
Castores is our divine deity. They bring two to become one and join all in togethership.
Does Castores have a nemesis?
Business card.
Like, is there a deity opposite of Castores that we should hate?
we do not condone hate. We only want to bring unity to all.
What about Restores? Is that
I am unfamiliar with this deity.
Is there a Dispel Torres?
it's actually it'd be Dog Stores. Okay.
Okay, so what if you don't want Castora's blessing anymore? Like, you need to go back to being two temporarily to regain something. Is that possible, or no? Is it kind of a permanent thing?
This is not an ideal situation. We want those who are to become one in the eyes of Castores.
I will be
A unity.
translating for everyone else.
For unity. Yes. So there's no deity opposite of Castores, of, like, a being that's trying to get rid of unity.
All deities who are for destruction or separation are against Castores.
Yes, who are they?
Unfortunately, we cannot provide the power that you seek. But if you wish to talk to Castores yourself, you may go and venture to them.
And where might they be?
Do you have something to write with?
Yes! I pull out the bugs, writing
Oh.
utensils, and parchment.
I am not sure where you got that, but I am sure it was very legal.
It was.
So if you take a vessel out and to the Pollux region of the Astral Plane, you may find Castores and talk to them yourself.
So Pollux? How do you spell that? Pollux. Pollux region? That's what you said?
Bollocks.
Bollocks region. I gotta go to the Bollocks region to find Castores. Okay, got it. All right. Would you happen to know if there's any place that would sell or fix magical items?
I am. What are you looking to repair?
Like maybe a wand, I think. I don't know. And I looked to the monkey man. And I was like, he's got a thing. We're not sure if it's working or not. And we just kind of want to get it, checked out and serviced, maybe. Or diagnosed.
Mordo Babblecheek kind of like is unsure about what's going on. And Mr. produces the wand, and the priest says, "Oh yes, that is of Castores. You may speak to him. They will give you your request. I see that all signs point to Castores, as all beings will become one under Castores."
Cool. Great. All right. Well, blessings. From Castores be upon you.
Unity be upon you.
Unity. Yes, unity.
May two be better than one.
All for one, right? All right. Thank you for
Yes,
your time.
only all for one, and not the rest of that.
Okay, got it. Thank you for refreshing my memory. Yes. Okay, I leave. I walk back to the
If
group.
they have a child, is it parentage?
All right.
Okay,
so sounds like we gotta go. Meow 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 meow.
I can no longer understand. You must be falling from Castor's grace.
No. I'm just translating for my. Okay, let's get out of here. Hope they let us leave.
No, you can't leave now.
Damn it.
Yeah, so you exit the temple and go back in the streets of Baal.
Okay, so Otto was translating that for you guys. You gotta go to the Bollocks region, and find Castores, and they recognize the wand thing as an item of Castores, and they were like, all the signs point to Castores. He's in the Bollocks region, so we gotta go there. Here's instructions. I give instructions to Otto.
Not going to question why Babel Cheek has an instrument of stories.
I saw it in a vision. I told you already. It was a design I saw. The imminent corruption.
Maybe
Yeah,
you're the corruption.
I feel like Castores might be the corruption. He wants to turn all separate things into one thing.
And you brought him here.
Yes.
I don't think it's that bad. You're not the one that tends to an insane lunatic.
Stella
Yep.
is, though. And nothing gets more in the way of my lunaticking than being attached to someone who's not lunaticking. So we gotta fix this. We gotta reverse this. Post haste.
Yeah. Yeah, what
the
she said.
Okay, so you return to your ship of
Yep,
possibly
our ship.
Counterfeit stones, maybe mind stones or whatever. And you, Otto, with a destination literally in mind, you can communicate it to the
Ooh.
ship. And the
Remote start.
No, you have to be
Oh,
once
okay.
you're on the ship.
I see.
I thought you guys were getting back on the ship.
Yeah.
Yes.
So you, once you have the name of a destination, you can put it into the ship, and it will
We can
start to head there.
cast Doris away.
And that's where we'll end it tonight. You are on your way to find Asteroids.
Was that
Okay,
the
I'm
end
just-
goal?
Are we actually going to the Pollux area or the Bollocks area? Because
We're going to Bollocks.
P.O.
I thought it was Pollux with a P.
It
and
is.
Bollocks with a B would have a different meaning.
Yeah. There's a red light district
That's
in
why
Brawl.
I
You can
said
go
it.
to the Pollux region.
Because his name is Castoris. And I was like, okay, yeah, Castoris would be in the Bollocks region, wouldn't he?